We don't have any retrogrades right now. Hmm,
Oh, okay.
interesting. Anyway, hi. Sorry, y'all. Things
So
felt a little retrograde-ish, but no, not quite.
not not at all.
I don't know what's going on. As you can see, we're dealing with a little bit of technical difficulties because I'm a little glitchy looking. Actually, you know what? I don't, well, yeah, I assume everybody can see it because you can see it. But yeah, we're
Yeah.
here though. We're here and we are a little early, but that's because I might have to leave early. So,
Yes.
um, want to give
I
people
would
a
be
couple
doing
seconds
things
to get
right.
in here. Huh?
Oh, excuse me. No, I was saying excuse me.
But yeah, we're just doing things a little bit early today. And yeah, so as you guys can see, the title is You Are Not an Empath. And that is because most of the people who say they're an empath are not. That's how
Agreed.
I feel about it. There is a huge difference between having empathy and being an empath. There are people who are, I forget the exact term. I think it's called like a highly sensitive person, like a HSP or something like that. So
Something like
there's levels to having empathy and being empathetic. So there's some people who completely lack it. There's people who are a normal level of sympathetic, which in my opinion is just like if somebody tells you something, you can kind of sympathize with what they're saying. There's people who are a little more sensitive to what's going on. You might cry if somebody's telling you a sad story, or you might get angry if your friend's angry. But that's still in the level of regular empathy. There and then there's highly sensitive people who it's more along the lines of you heard a story on the news, but you don't know anybody who's involved, and yet you're still sobbing uncontrollably because a cat got hit by a bus or something. Um, and I'm not, I'm not talking shit about this, but I'm just saying there's levels to empathy. And then there are real empaths. And I want to go on record as saying that I do believe that it is a real thing. Um, but it is not the same as just feeling any level, whether it's a really low level or super high level of empathy for people. An empath, it's like it's happening to you.
that. Yeah, like you could walk in the room and feel somebody you never met. You could feel how they're feeling and like you just start I don't know how to explain it. Like you just start feeling everything that they're feeling. And you literally just met them walking in that room.
Well, I think there's different ways depending on each
Yeah.
person who is an empath. Me personally, I I would consider myself a highly sensitive person, but I have had empath episodes, and it was not a I walk in the room and feel what somebody else is feeling. I felt something that was actively happening a few blocks away from me, and I had no idea it was going on until later that day when it hit the news. Um, Basically, I'm not going to go too into it because I don't want to sound like I've lost what's left of my mind. But basically, there was a domestic situation that happened a couple blocks away from where I was living at the time. And I remember telling Brandy and somebody else that we knew at the time, like, hey, I'm feeling this and it's scaring me because, like I said, this was a very bad domestic situation. And
Super bad.
I was like, I don't feel this way about my husband. Why do I feel this way? Like, what is happening? Like, I did not understand it. I didn't like it. It was terrifying. And then later that night, when the news hit, I sent a screenshot to them because I was like, there's no way. There's no way. Because when you check the timestamps, it was the same time as when I felt it.
Yeah.
So I do think that there are people who can just walk into the room and pick up on somebody, especially if somebody's like putting it out, even if they don't know that they are. Because some people just bleed energy. They're not real good at keeping it to themselves. so
Yeah.
um, so I do think that that happens too. But I think with those situations, you kind of have to overanalyze damn near because you have to then determine, are you actually an empath or are you just being a highly sensitive person right now? Because
Yes.
highly sensitive people can also pick up on unspoken body language and stuff as well, because they're more, you know what I mean, susceptible to that than a regular leveled person with empathy.
Exactly, dude. Like you said, there's different forms, different ways. Like, I don't know. Like, I don't know if I would consider myself one. I was also have learned to like shield everything off. So I haven't felt like that for years, except for, when we're sharing things distance away, like feeling sick or something, or
Yeah.
paranoid.
Yeah, and I don't know. To me, that's not the same
No.
because I know with me and you, it's less of like a empath thing. I don't even think it's so much an empathy thing. I know you got me fucked up. There's a spider on my bedroom wall right now.
Mm,
That is the second one today, and it is early as fuck still. And
that's a
it's
second.
right, it is right by my machete. I'm freaking the fuck out. Y'all don't understand. My machete's right next to the bed. So that means the spider is like 5 feet away from me, max. It better,
Mm.
oh, I need it to fuck off. Y'all, I'm sorry.
Is it?
I don't, I don't fuck with spiders.
It's the stove spider's friend coming for its revenge.
I don't like any bugs of any kind, spiders, earwigs, all the
Mm.
anything that creeps, crawls, flies, anything. I hate them all. Ugh. Sorry, what was I saying? I think with yeah, y'all don't understand. This is going to be an issue until that thing fucks off. So I apologize. Now you know what my husband deals with every day because we live in the Midwest and where we live, there's tons of trees. So spiders. Oh, bruh, I don't want to do this right now. I want like you don't understand. I want to leave. Like I want to get off of this live and go in a different room.
She wants to take a
Okay.
nuke to the.
Okay, Angel. Be an adult, Angel. Let's do this. Okay, focus. I'm focused on this fucking spider. Um, So I think when it comes to, especially for witches, if you have other witch friends, or I guess even if just one of y'all are, sometimes you can accidentally just build connections where you feel it. Cause that's kind of what happened to us. There's times where I'll be like, I smelled this food randomly, and she'll send me a picture or something like, oh, that's what I'm cooking right now. And I can smell it. Even though I'm in a different state, and she'll do that too, be like, I'm craving this, or I can smell my house smells. One time I was like, my house smells like beans, and I'm not making beans. And she was like, oh, I have a pot of beans.
Yeah, dude.
Sorry, the spider started running. I'm so scared.
Well, yeah, it's just crazy to like scents and different smells and all that. And
It
like
disappeared.
disappear.
I'm scared.
I told you, it's the stove spider's friends coming.
I want my husband. Um, I'm so scared. But no, so when it comes to witches, I feel like we can accidentally or on purpose build bonds where we can see, feel, smell what's going on with somebody else. Um, but I don't think that is an empath either. I think that's just a bond that we built. Um,
I think so too.
Oddly enough, I think that for most people, it's probably a one-off thing, and then they think it's a power, a superpower they have or something. And I hold space to believe that there probably are people out there who can't turn it on and off or who can control it. But in everything that I've experienced, and I've talked to a lot of people about it, um, it seems like people who've had empathetic or an actual empath episode, it seems very one off.
Yeah, I'm
And
gonna
I
have
can
to
say
agree.
that the situation that I felt, I can only ever remember it being the one time. Um, and I did not know these people. I never saw these
No.
people in real life. Hold on, because we got comments. Fearless says, I'm an empath, but not in a mystical way, but rather because of my autism, ADHD, anxiety and CPTSD. It makes me extra sensitive to others. Okay, see, I don't know if you were here for the very beginning of this, but to me, there's a big difference between somebody who's just a highly sensitive person who has extremely high levels of empathy and being an empath. You can be super empathetic and feel what other people are feeling to an extreme level, but being an empath, it's like you cannot you're not processing it as you're processing it as that person. Like you're going to receive the information in the exact same way that person is, not as the
Yeah.
secondary person receiving the information. It's like it's happening to you. It's not something that you're watching happen to somebody else. It's something that is happening to you.
Yeah.
If you weren't here for my example, again, it was kind of, I did not know the two people involved. It was a domestic situation that ended very badly. Somebody didn't make it. And in the moment that it was happening, I felt it as though I was one of the people involved. And I was talking to Brandy and a former friend of ours about it because I do not feel that way towards my husband. So I didn't know what these feelings were. And I'm glad my husband wasn't home because I probably would have been like freaking out, but he wasn't home. And then later that night on the news, I saw the story about what happened. And I was like, that is exactly what I felt. I watched that shit happen in my mind's eye and felt it as though I was one of the people in it. It's not the
Yeah.
same as just hearing a story and feeling some kind of way about it, no matter how strong that feeling is. That's just empathy. And there's a big difference between empathy, being a highly sensitive person, and being an empath. Being an empath is its own little demon that you got to deal with, and it is not fun. I've only dealt with it one time, and after that, I actively blocked it. I was like, this could never happen to me again.
Nope.
It was
Never.
workings. I did my own working. I think I had y'all help me do a working to block this out. I just very much was like,
Nope.
and actually, Fearless, I'm glad you brought up the autism, the ADHD, the anxiety, the CPTSD. All of those things go into making somebody an HSP, but that does not make you an empath. That is completely something different. HSPs are more on the normal side than an empath. I think actual true empaths are incredibly rare. And
I do
that's
too.
what irritates me because in the woo woo spiritual world, everybody's a fucking empath. And no, Sarah, you're just a sad bitch who wants to cry about everybody else's life because your life probably isn't that bad. So like, and unfortunately a lot of people that I see, I'm like, you're not an empath. There's not this many empaths. Like there's the numbers don't lie.
No.
Okay. Like, yeah.
No. Yeah, dude. Like, like I'm super ADHD, and then when I became a mom, I'll tell you right now, that's when I became super sensitive to everything.
Yeah, and
Ah,
there's nothing wrong with that. Like,
no,
it's a good
not
thing.
at all. It is. It means you actually care.
Empathy on any level is not negative. I will
Oh,
say though that my one empath experience, I felt it as negative. I hated that. It's not the fun, it's not the I have a kind heart image that everybody wants it to be portrayed as. You're most likely not an empath.
true empaths that are feeling and seeing things like that, I'm they see and deal with a lot of horrible shit, not
I don't
rainbows and
consider
sunshine
myself
shit.
one. Like I don't consider myself an empath. It happened one time.
Yeah, and you're like hard pass on this.
And I was like, I don't ever want to feel that way again. It was absolutely horrific. And like I said, it wasn't just feeling somebody, I could see it. Like I could see it as if I was there and I was not there. I was like 2 blocks away. This happened at a gas station 2 blocks away from where I was living. And I just remember seeing it all in my head and it just happened. And I felt everything, including the rage. And that's what scared me the most is I felt that level of rage where I was just like, oh no, no, nope, this can't happen again. Like that's the
No.
thing. But yeah, Fearless, I would venture a safe bet to say that I think you're more of a HSP. Look into it if you don't already know much about it. There's tons of reading material about it. But yeah, everything you said screams HSP, not empath.
Yeah, I did. Yeah, because like it was just like I don't know. For me, like I see like a true empath just being absolutely overwhelmed and annoyed because not everything they're feeling or seeing visually in their heads is rainbows and sunshine or like I don't know. I just feel like bad for actual like true empathic people because
Well, another thing that irritates, go ahead.
I was gonna just say like because that can't be fun. Can't be
No,
fun.
right? It has to be scary sometimes. And that's one thing I want to bring up because almost everybody who talks about being an empath is actually just a bleeding heart.
Yeah.
Honestly, a lot of them are just crybabies who cry about everybody's everything. Like, oh, she lost her baby. I'm going to cry about it too. Oh, the dog got hit by a car. I'm going to cry about that too. Oh, the queen died. I'm going to cry about that too. Like, you didn't know her. Like, what are you doing? As you can see, I'm not an empath and I'm not a highly sensitive person. Because there's certain things I feel like I'm kind of back on a level ground. Like I have empathy, and I can be pretty sensitive from time to time, but for the most part I feel like I'm somewhere in the middle like most people. um and that's fine. Being an
Yeah.
empath it's just a buzzword that everybody loves right now. Everybody thinks that it's cool to be that. It's like the I'm a little fairy, you're a little sad fairy.
You sound like your nephew. He,
That
he,
dude, that's the image I get when you see the little woo woo girls and they have their little sparkles on their face and their hair is all in big fat braids and they're skipping through their yard because it's the backyard, it's not the forest, it's just their suburban backyard. And so, you know, instead of being a regular fairy, they're a sad fairy because they feel other people's feelings, but only the sad ones. And fearless, you're saying mystical empath, and here's the thing: an empath is an empath, and I feel like if like yeah, it's a mystical thing. I know what you mean. I think you're trying to say of more of a mundane empath. That's not a thing. That's the HSP that I'm talking about. It's a highly sensitive person. It's somebody whose empathy is maybe a little too on, you know what I mean? It's a little too strong. You feel a little too much. But yeah, like I said, I think you should look into it because everything you've said, that's what it leads me to believe is you're an HSP.
we're highly sensitive mamas and very emotional now.
Yeah. Yeah. But also, not all mothers get that instinct.
No, they
Some
don't.
mothers would much rather like drown their baby in a bathtub. So,
Facts. I'm all facts. They're not all like me who, like yesterday, only reason I was texting you yesterday during the tour was to keep me from crying because every time I was texting you, I was like, okay, I need a distraction because I'm going to tear up and cry and be the only weird mom over here while everybody's trying to push their kid out to college.
meanwhile, I'm over here like, girl, he's 18. You should have been working on this for the last 2 years.
Wasn't
She knows
ready for
I'm like, I'll send my little congratulations. I'm proud of you, but I'm not feeding into this. Mm-mm.
exactly because there was several times yesterday. That's why I was like, okay, I'm gonna text her.
And I was
She's
just
gonna
like,
keep
this lady
me.
needs to breathe.
Oh, but yeah, dude, like I'm one of those moms, and then you, like you said, you have those other moms that like freaking empathy just left their body when a baby came out.
Yeah, Fearless just said my mom, let me, wasn't very maternal until my mid 30s. I mean, hey, at least she finally got there. My mom hasn't even made it there yet, and she's like 60. So,
Yeah. Dude,
yeah, so that just goes to show like some mothers are just motherly and loving from the very beginning, like Brandy, like my mother-in-law. And then there's people like Fearless's mom who, eventually come around sometimes decades later, but they do finally get there. And then there's bitches like my mom who are just like, I'm gonna rot in hell.
gonna go do my thing. I don't care. But yeah, dude, like
Yeah.
But I mean, there's also like, and this is not, that's like pretty much like a connection thing, kind of like the you and me thing. Like a mom can feel that thing of something going on with their kid. And then, like you said, there's some moms that just don't feel that. Like their kid could be in trouble and they're like going about their damn business, not feeling anything. So,
But I do feel like this was a conversation I wanted to have. I know it's not going to be a super long one, which kind of works. I have to leave early today. But I just wanted to put it out there because there's a ton of misinformation out there on this, and people just go by what they feel instead of actually analyzing it and being like, where do I fall on this spectrum of unempathetic, slightly empathetic, moderately empathetic, highly sensitive person? You know what I mean? Because I'm not even going to put empath on the scale because I just don't think people are empaths.
well, that and I've been in, like, it gets me annoyed when I'm on like Instagram or like anything and they're like, I walked into a room and I could just
Bruh,
feel
this
all the,
spider. I'm sorry. I have to do something about this.
this spider is about to
I will be
die,
right back.
everybody. This spider is about to die. Yeah.
I'm so scared. Y'all don't understand. I have to kill it with my concha slipper. I just washed these too. Now it's gonna have spider guts on the bottom. I'm hella scared of this fucking thing. Oh my god. Oh my god. I killed it. I did it, y'all. I'm so proud. Oh god. Sorry. That was very dramatic. Oh,
Oh,
I need to smoke.
yes, I think so too.
Oh, I'm sorry for my dramatics this morning.
Yeah.
This weather has the spiders cutting up.
I've had to clear out corners of the house like twice this week because they're already coming in.
Fearless, spiders can be your fucking friend. They're not my friend. They ain't never been my friend. They're not going to be my friend now.
Oh. But
I
yeah,
know
like
y'all are in the South, so you guys deal with spiders too. But I
uh,
don't know if you know about Midwest spiders. Midwest spiders are
they're terrible.
disrespectful.
I mean, look at the
And
one
they're
at
not
the
scared of you. They're not scared of you either. That thing just sat there and looked at me while I murdered it. Like it wasn't running away from me at all.
it's like, what you gonna do?
The whole time I was panicking. Okay, so to kill it, I had to get up off the bed that I'm on, run to the other room, grab my concha slipper, come in here, run up on it. None of it did not move this entire time. It just sat there and let me kill it. That, like I said, they're disrespectful. This is not my friend. My friends
Oh,
would never ever disrespect me in my own house like that. That's
mm,
crazy.
no.
Anyways, fuck.
Oh,
I definitely ruined this episode cussing that much, but knowing there was a spider just loose in my bedroom,
yeah, dude. But yeah, like the whole empath thing, like I've like on Instagram, there's always these like you said, the fairy people being all I walked into this room and I just felt all these people's anger and sadness and it made me sad. And I was like, that's not empath, dude. That's just like everybody felt ragey today.
yeah. I mean, and also when things happen that are sad, it's normal to feel sad about it. That's
Well,
just human
yeah.
empathy. Like that's another human. Of course you feel sad about it. You should at least a little bit. I'm not saying you got to
Also,
cry about it, but
also I want to know, like, okay, what was the occasion? What was the party for? Was it a funeral? Was it a wedding? Was it a baby shower? Like, what was it for you to be all, everybody was just so sad? Well, yeah, if you're at a funeral, Karen, everybody's gonna be sad.
yeah.
You know, you're gonna be at a wedding or a baby shower, you're gonna have mixed emotions because, you've got some of those family members that aren't happy about either one or those that are too happy about it, you
Also,
know.
real quick, with the amount of people that I see coming in and out of here, I just want to say if you're new here, hi, give us a little like and a subscribe if you can. Or if you don't like us, that's fine too. Bye. But but also
Mm.
I assume that one of these people is Tammy. And Tammy, if you're here, hi. I haven't seen you in the chat. recently, but I know you're still around because I see you on the
Yes.
Patreon. But hi, long time no talk.
Yes.
Um,
Artini. Mm.
but yeah, but also if you're just here because of the title, I do think that you should look into where you fall on the spectrum and what an actual empath is, because when it comes to real empath like activities, you're going to be way uncomfortable. It's not just sitting in somebody else's emotions. Which also, if you feel like you're an empath or if you feel like you're an HSP or anything above what is semi-normal for adults, or I guess just humans in general, to feel for their fellow humans or animals or whatever makes you sad, that's to a degree normal. But if you feel like you're constantly dealing with other people's emotions, you need to go to therapy.
Yes, do it quickly because it'll just make you just go crazy. Trust me.
Well, it'll teach you how to calm that down. It'll teach you how to deal
Yeah.
with your emotions. It'll teach you how to let other people deal with their emotions and you not have to. Um, so yeah.
Yep, 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 yep.
But even though it might get me some hate, I truly believe that if you think you're an empath, you're probably just an HSP. My stance is you're not an empath, hence the title. I woke up this morning and was like, have we talked about this yet? Because I already know what I want the title to be. I already know my standpoint on it. It was very much, we're going to talk about empathy. We're going to talk about being an empath. And my stance is most likely you are not an empath.
Yes. That was my morning text. I want to talk about this. Okay, cool beans. I'm gonna get moving and stuff and we'll talk about it. This is how that happens though. This is the work. This is how we process our work. We'll randomly learn want to talk about something during the week. Even though yes, we have a list, but something will irk us and we want to just talk about it.
Yeah, like right now, there's spider guts on the bottom of my clean slippers that I just cleaned like yesterday or the day before. And they're like those poofy slippers, so you have to hand
I
wash
know.
them. Yeah, I had to hand wash those, and now I had to kill a spider with them. I'm very, very thrilled.
I may add to the title. You're not an empath and spiders can go to hell.
Right. You're not. Angel says you're not an empath, and oh my God, there's a spider.
Oh,
I
we're
didn't
some
mean for
random.
the spider to become our guest for the day, but
It made itself. It's the guest. It
lo
just
and
like
behold,
walked right in.
man, two already today. I have a feeling it's going to be a rough day. I have a feeling there's going to be more. I hate when the weather gets warm here.
Hmm. Wow. That
I'm
fur you're
scared.
gonna send me is going to be useful.
Ain't it though? Guys, I just thought this is just a PSA for the woo woo around us. Be careful what you send people for real. Even if you're friends, be careful because I found something the other day when I was cleaning out some storage stuff. And I sent a picture and I was like, look what I found. And it was just something somebody had sent me. And she was like, send it to me.
Quick, send
And
me.
of course, I'm just like, okay, sure thing, bud. It'll be in the mail tomorrow. Got you.
Right?
No,
Oh,
literally, it'll be in the mail tomorrow.
oh, dude, yes. I was like, bet, send that to me. I've got something to use it for.
So yeah, you guys, that's just a public a witchcraft service announcement. We'll call it a WSA, witchy service announcement. Be careful what things you send people. Like to me, my signature doesn't really, I don't care that much because I don't use my mundane signature in any kind of witchcraft world. But because I don't even use that name. But sending actual like physical things, hmm, that's a choice. Anyways,
Choices.
Right. We all make choices. Oh, I could never. There's just I would never send anything personal. Don't send hair, don't send nail clippings, don't send I don't know why you would, but some people do.
Oh, yes.
And
But
sometimes when you cross people, their friends are protective and will be like, "Hey, send me that."
yeah, was the first thing I said. You want to send me that? My God, I've got something for that.
Yeah. So I'm like, "Here you go. Sure thing, bud."
Got you.
But yeah. Oh,
See, I was just devious this week when oh, let's
okay.
see.
I could do like another 15 minutes because I just got delivery notifications. Dang, three of them. You guys, I have a lot going on.
You do, but it's turning out fantastically,
Well,
amazingly awesome.
just for a little personal update real quick before I fearless said I'll only send non-personal items. Yeah, actually I still have those. I haven't used them yet. And thank you
Woo!
again for that. But I'm at the point where in the next couple weeks I'll probably be making all of my spell oils and I'm just gonna make a lifetime supply of everything I need because um I don't like making oils. It's messy and I'm not a messy person, so I just want to get it done.
There you go. It'll be
I can't even
fun.
believe I came around to spell oils, but I guess I did.
I mean, there you go. Spell oils are fun though.
They're fun to
That's
use. I don't like making them, but I can't bring myself to buy them either.
no, not lately, not for me. Like I have to make them like the last few years. That's just how
I've
I'm
never
rolling.
bought one. Yeah, I don't think I've ever bought. No, I know I've never bought one. I've
Like
never
I
bought any powders or anything like that.
I have bought some like a bunch before I got in like I used to buy them and I still do here and there depending on who's made them and all that and are they reputable. Like don't laugh at me guys, but like and I know she's wicked, but I love Lori Cabot's oils
Hmm.
and her some of her powders. Like I use some of those. So and I'll order them. So, I support, you know, her because it's her little. Well, I mean, it's still a little shop, but she's a big person in the witch community. But like, I'll buy hers, and there's
I have
like,
no idea who that is.
actually,
I don't know who anybody is, so
Lori Cabot is one of the witches or Wiccans who got Wicca and witchcraft to be legally recognized as religion,
mm.
and she's still breathing and kicking up in Salem.
See, I feel like if I were to buy them, I would have to buy them from somebody who practices like, hmm,
See, I like her stuff because she is not what everybody thinks as a Wiccan today. She's that old school from the beginning lady who like, I'll still fuck you up with a curse and a hex kind of Wiccan.
hmm,
Not this whole movement that changed it kind of way.
yeah.
So she's got some great stuff. But other than that, like I like making my own shit a lot of times.
I also like super simple oils.
Yes.
I'm never making an oil that has like 11 fucking ingredients. Like I'm just not doing it. I can't. I hate it. I feel like it's too loud and I feel like the more stuff you add, I don't know, I feel like the simpler it is, the better.
Simpler it is, the smoother and easier you get. The more complex the use you need. You know what I mean? Like you
Yeah.
have to be very specific with your stuff to go with that complex oil. And not all of us can sit there and be so complex and building like this whole thing to acclimate to this one oil. So there you go. Oh,
Yeah, Fearless said that she buys some because they smell good. And I will say that some of the ones that I've purchased, or not purchased, because like I said, I haven't purchased any, but I have smelled other people's. And like yeah, they smell better than the DIY ones, but I think it's because they add fragrance to it. And that to me is part of the reason I don't buy those, is because I don't want the fragrances in it.
Yeah, because a lot of
I
them,
just want it to be oil.
if they don't have fragrance, they add like an actual essential oil instead of like the actual herbs to build
Mm,
upon it. So you have those scents. Because I mean, yeah, it smells great, but like, and I know it like took you like 5 seconds to mix it because you just only used essential oils. You didn't use like the whole herbs and let it sit. So
hmm
that's how that goes.
hmm.
Mm-mm.
Essential
Yay.
oils might be cleaner
Mm.
than using the herbs too. I really
I
hate being
won't
messy.
like I won't lie. I do use a lot of essential oils because first of all, I ain't got time for them to sit for like the 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 6 weeks. You have to just to get the oils out of the herbs. So I will mix essential oils with the carrier oil because it's quicker, faster, and
Smells better.
yeah, you actually get what you're trying to smell.
Hey, do you have the essential oils for the four things that we do? Never mind. I'll ask you later.
I'm like, okay, choice.
For the community service.
I think I have a couple of them and I need to grab one or two more.
Okay. I need some.
But you'll get your marigold.
Anywho,
Week.
but yeah, so I don't know. I don't think I have too much more to add about any of the empath stuff.
I don't think so
Um,
either, because
but since we talked about oils, have I shared my carrier oils
I don't think you
printables?
did. Let me go
I
check.
have I have some carrier oil information that I will put on the Patreon. And I have more than the average because I use some that aren't normal.
She does, and it's amazing. I don't see your carrier oil on here.
Okay, I will try to get that up this week.
Well, this week, I'm gonna, don't be annoyed with me, everybody. I'm gonna have like this giant post for you on, on Patreon that's gonna have like two printables that go with it. So please don't be annoyed. I went all out for this post. It's gonna be a lot. So I hope you guys like it. Yeah, and I see your oils up here. Need your oils,
Okay,
girl.
alrighty. Well, I will do that. And I guess we will see you guys next week.
Yeah, it'll be fine.
All right, y'all.